It's that time of the year, time when we begin to hear lots of iPhone rumors and see leaks, especially from phone case manufacturers that have access to the dimensions of the upcoming iPhones. The iPhone 14 has been awaited with bated breath, much like every single phone that the iPhone has ever released. It has been so widely expected that speculations about it started circulating even before the iPhone 13 was released. Well, the excitement is natural. We're all eager to see what Apple has in store for its loyal customers, especially since there are reports of substantial changes in the works for these devices. If you're one of the millions who is looking forward to these new releases, then this video is for you. We are gathering all the speculations about the iPhone 14 model's likely release date, price, design, and specs in order to piece together what Apple's 2022 flagship has in store. Make sure to watch the entire video to avoid missing any of the fascinating information we have for you. Because Apple releases new iPhones at the same time every year, the iPhone 14 is anticipated to appear in September 2022. As predicted, the beloved iPhone mini model will be dropped from Apple's impending iPhone 14 lineup this year. The mini variant was first released with the iPhone 12 series. However, due to claims that it underperformed Apple's sales estimates, production has been halted. The upcoming iPhone 14 series will be released in the same sizes as the 13 series, maybe as the iPhone 14, iPhone 14 Pro, iPhone 14 Pro Max, and the iPhone 14 Max. Apple may also forego the notch display in favor of a punch hole design in iPhones this year. iPhones with Face ID have featured a notch at the front since the iPhone X to contain all of essential hardware for face recognition, but that will change with the release of the iPhone 14. The notch is expected to be removed from the iPhone 14 Pro versions in favor of a fresh design. For a while, rumors were all over the place, but it appears like Apple will utilize a combination of a circular hole punch cutout for the camera and a pill-shaped cutout for the Face ID components. The iPhone 14 Pro and iPhone 14 Pro Max will both have somewhat larger screens due to removal of the notch, according to a display analyst. There are even rumors that Apple will go even further and remove the hole punch entirely, replacing it with cameras beneath the panel. Unfortunately, this functionality will only be available on the Pro models, with a regular notch remaining on the more cheap iPhone 14 variants. According to rumors, the iPhone will have a triple lens back camera system with a 12-megapixel ultra-wide and telephoto lens, as well as a 48-megapixel wide lens and 8K video recording capability. In addition, the resolution of the selfie camera could increase to 16 megapixel this year. There's also a chance Apple will release a periscope zoom lens that allows for much more optical zoom, although it's unclear whether this will happen. The iPhone 14 models are believed to have the same flat-edge design as the iPhone 13 devices in terms of body design. According to unofficial renders of the iPhone 14 Pro Max, it barely has a camera bump, with the lens laying practically flat on the rear, a feat that appears to be accomplished by thickening the phone. This thickness is likely due to a larger battery, which is reported to be related to a new 5G chip that could also give Wi-Fi 6E connectivity to the upcoming phone. The rumored 6nm 5G processor would be a smaller chip with lower power consumption, which would provide a twofold benefit in terms of battery life, because a smaller chip means more space for the battery while also using less power. The rear of the phone is semi-glossy glass. The volume buttons are circular, and it appears to have titanium sides rather than stainless steel sides like the iPhone 13 Pro Max. You can also see that a triple lens camera and a lightning port are still present. The models could be the first to use titanium as a body material, making them lighter but more durable and resistant to scratches and corrosion. Ross Young, a leaker with a good track record, has also provided some precise screen specs. He believes that the iPhone 14 will sport a 6.06-inch OLED screen with a resolution of 1170 by 2532 pixels, a 60Hz refresh rate, and 460 pixels per inch. Similar screen characteristics are expected for the iPhone 14 Pro, but with a 120Hz variable refresh rate. Then there's the 6.68-inch 1284 by 2778 OLED screen with a 120Hz refresh rate and a 458 pixel per inch on the iPhone 14 Pro Max. There will also be an iPhone 14 Max with the same screen specs but a 60Hz refresh rate. Rumors of a portless iPhone have been circulating for years, but they've always been pushed back to a later model, as has happened with the iPhone 14. Apple appears to be unwilling to make the switch to a portless design and will continue to use Lightning, but certain advancements may be made to help users prepare for a shift. According to Bloomberg, an iPhone 13 rumor that didn't come true was the addition of satellite connectivity, which would allow users to send text messages through satellite in locations where cellular coverage isn't available, at least in emergency cases. Unfortunately, satellite connectivity is not included in the iPhone 13 lineup. However, this could indicate that it will be included in the iPhone 14. Also, Apple is switching to an eSIM-only design, thus the forthcoming models may not have a physical SIM slot. According to reports, Apple is encouraging major US carriers to prepare for the debut of eSIM-only handsets by 2022, implying that some iPhone 14 models may be the first to be released without a SIM slot. In terms of storage, we've heard that the iPhone 14 will be the first to feature a 2 TB storage capacity. The current highest is 1 TB. It's assumed that the greater storage will accommodate the higher resolution camera. There's no word on iPhone 14 pricing, but given that Apple didn't make any significant price changes between the iPhone 12 in 2020 and the iPhone 13 in 2021, the current price structure is a solid place to start our prediction. The starting price would be $799 since there would be no mini in the selection. At $899, the iPhone 14 Max would fall into a new medium pricing tier just below the Pro price of $999. That is, unless Apple decides to downgrade the iPhone 14 to the $699 iPhone 13 mini due to the lower component costs in this model. One thing is almost certain. The iPhone 14 will feature a new chipset, most likely dubbed the A16 or A16 Bionic. We've also heard that this chipset may be limited to the iPhone 14 Pro and iPhone 14 Pro Max, with the A15 Bionic remaining in the basic models. According to the same source, all models will have 6 GB of RAM. However, according to another source, the iPhone 14 Pro and iPhone 14 Pro Max will both include 8 GB of RAM. Apple would not call the iPhone 14 a next-generation product without delivering some features enhancements, though it is unclear which of these changes will be included. Are there any features in the iPhone 14 models that you'd want to see that weren't addressed in this video? If so, please share your thoughts in the comments area. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more great content. See you in the next one.